Bomb, 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 ba-da-bomb, ba-da-bomb, bomb, ba-da-bomb. Why is this happening again? Beautiful. What's up, everybody? Late's better than never. Yeah, I told y'all last weekend that it's gonna be an off-schedule type of thing for a little bit until we figure it out. What's up, Sergio? I do got a little nice guest coming on today. We were supposed to have two guests, but I don't know what happened to the other dude. He hasn't answered yet. So we waiting on that. He might come on. I don't know. Bring up some controversial stuff. Sup, Carol? Yeah, so like I was gonna get on yesterday, but I got late from work. Not possible. It was not possible. But we do got one guest on. They become a pretty big core in our community. I figured you were lost in seaweed. Not me. Not me. But I went fishing Sunday. The seaweed was starting to get bad. And then at the end of Sunday evening, seaweed started to get bad. And Ty was just pulling all that out. But still hooked up on some fishies. What's up, Kia? What's up, Spencer? But all said and done, we chilling, we rocking and rolling, and yeah. So let's jump into this real fast, and we'll see what's going on with everything. All right.
The Texas coast does not sleep, and neither do we. When the sun goes down, this is where we come together. Not for glory, not for trophies, but for the bond. Long nights, heavy lines, stories carried by the tide. Out here, nobody fights alone. Every cast, every pull, every release is shared. 'Cause this isn't just about sharks. It's about respect. It's about the coast. It's about the crew. This is Texas Shark Radio.
All right. So so Dion, Jimmy, Gary, Raphael. Everybody's starting to get in now. Who is what guy? You know who we should be asking who is who? We should be asking who Lukey Smith is. That's who we should be asking who that is. When's the last time y'all even saw Lukey? Do you remember what that old man looks like? I bet you even looks like worse of a caveman than he did last time. Because that's what he's been doing. He's been living up in the mountains. So, but all right, guys. So we got a pretty special guest on today. He's become part of the community in a pretty big way. I support his goal and mission 100%. He does some awesome things. And he's just gonna come on. He's got an event this coming weekend. If y'all want to come out and support that, he's gonna talk a little bit about that, and then just kind of like what they do and who they are. I'm sure you'll see them on the beach. I'm sure you've seen pictures of them. I've talked about them before. I've been to several things. They come to our tournament. So, holy smokes, just a myth. Yeah. But so awesome group of guys, really killing it out there. And let's bring them on. What's up, Kyle?
What up, man? How's it going?
Oh, it's a good day. It's a good day. I was
Yeah,
actually able
man.
to get on today.
Yeah, I know. We were messaging about this, and you're like, "How about today?" And then, today, like it was cutting it close. My daughter's in the National Honor Society, so we had to go like her little induction. I had to dress fancy, somewhat. So I was like, but it only lasted like 30 minutes, so it made me, being able to jump on here while they're eating. So that'll work.
I
Works for
got
me,
you.
man.
I came straight home from work, and I was like, all right, I got 30 minutes. I got to get on, see what's going on with everybody, see who's getting on. And so,
Heck yeah, man.
all right, guys, if you don't know who Kyle is, this is Kyle. He is founder. Is that what
I'm one of the co-founders. Yeah. So
co-founders with Project Zero. Kyle, talk to us a little about who you are, what you do, and what you got going on this weekend, so we can come support you.
Yeah, man. So Project Zero was founded on basically the principle of being able to get men and women that served or serve, first responders as well, just out from where they're at and into the adventure. And one of the big things we've been doing since 2021, when we were introduced to it, is surf fishing. Like, we advertise as surf fishing, although we run shark lines all the time. So,
Yeah.
But it allows across the demographic. We're able to do that. And we started out running 2 trips in 21. A lot of that was because of Glenn Dickerson, right? So he's like an OG, one of our original guides. And from that, we gained our own guides and own volunteers that just filled in gaps. And so, not only do we do this, we've done hiking, overland, off-road. I'm a big Jeep guy myself, and the idea is just to be able to, like, how do we displace the isolation people feel, especially this community, which leads to things like veteran suicide, and how do we take that and give them something productive and a community to do that with. And that's who we are. So we've become that community, and we've just grown every year with support from like you guys when we get out to do the Fish the Tournament, just talking about what we do. And so again, we've been doing that. We're on like season 6, I think now, just in the fishing space. And it's been nothing but amazing. So this year we're running 8 events we just ran one the past weekend, all the way we'll fish into November. We partnered with Veterans Affairs. So Veterans Affairs actually were under a funding source from them. So they support sending referrals to us. So, men and women that are looking that are in that system looking for what we have to offer. It's just been nothing but amazing. We started just figuring it out. And
I think that in general, that's how shark fishing goes. That are like getting into surf fishing in general. It's just figuring things out. Like you're gonna hit bumps on the road and everything else, and so. But it's awesome that you can bring these group of guys to do what we love to do. So.
And ladies too. So if you didn't know, we ran our first all women's trip. The first trip we did, which is surprising to me, like getting these ladies on the beach. So they were actually from the Fort Hood Soldier Recovery Unit. The active duty. They were active duty, and they were going through either a med process. I don't understand. I was a Marine, so I don't understand all how that works. But for that side, and so we were able to get them down there. And I think we pulled in. I can't remember. I was up in the house for some of them because doing my job, and I think we pulled in like 5 or 6, not pretty good sized bull sharks, fishing through all that seaweed, about 275 out, trying to get over it, and and half of them were negative bites too. They just came up at us, and line slacks off, and you're just trying to tow it in by hand.
Yeah, and those bull sharks, unless they're about 7 foot or over, it's just a race to the shore until you get to the sandbars, and then they're like, okay, I don't want to come over the sandbar.
Yeah, it was a good experience, man. It kicked off. That was probably one of the better trips we've had in a couple of years, actually, for a kickoff early in the season. So, man, that was great. So hopefully, let's keep that up, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. And then we'll be running more trips as well. So there you go. There's our season. So we'll be fishing. It doesn't tell you the locations for all of them. But May, we have 1 seat that's left. So for a qualified veteran or active duty or first responder, can come out. We'll be fishing up on Gilchrist. We get a house usually right up first or second row. June is our family trip. That fills up. I've got a wait list for that. So we'll bring veterans and their families out. July, I think we're 1 seat over just because there's a pair that's coming from out of town. And then September, the tournament. gonna fish that. We're gonna fish that hard, so you know that.
Yeah,
And then,
I'm excited for y'all to come back to the tournament, man.
now, gonna win something this time, damn it. uh, then our next September trip, yeah, so those seats are roughly accurate, and we have like, a couple of them will have anything that's full usually has a wait list on it. About 3 months out is about when the seats really start to fill up because people know their schedules, and then we'll do one-offs too. So the crew and I, Casey, Gary, Garrett, all the guys that fished with us, you know, we'll find a day, a couple weeks
Time
out
to go fishing.
yeah, put it up, and if you just want to come out and fish with us, we got all the gear. You know, if somebody who wants to get into it or is just getting into it, you know, we got everything, so they don't even have to go out and get broke like we are. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Our fishermen are normally broke. So
Jesus, man, all the volunteers are like, "What'd you get me into?" Like I just used to, you know. There you go. So yeah, that was from last trip. So there's we fished pretty heavy on the volunteer and the guide side. Everybody was been off for 4 or 5 months, so everybody's itching to get out. And all the ladies that you see in there came from that soldier recovery unit, and a couple new volunteers were just trying to work in. I can't do any of this without them at all. I mean, it was like me and Glenn and his little team, and then I say little team. They fish pretty good, and then just as people get new things going on in their life, that fragmented. Luckily enough, these guys stepped up and said, I really want to get out and I want to learn this, and then teach people how to do it. And we're fishing. God, I can't. I think we got 5 or 7 guys that rotate in. So,
yeah, it's a deep hole once you fall into it, but it fills you up. Like there's several days where I'm just like, I need some beach therapy, and that's what it. Honestly, that's what it really is to me in general. It's like
straight up.
It's just it resets you in a way.
Oh yeah. So one, I won't go into detail of the conversation that I had with one of the guests, but just doing what we do on the pier front. So that's the direction that I had. Is just seeing where they're at, and the minute that guards come down because we're doing an activity, 1, together, and 2, just like there's nothing else around that can really bother you. Well, sometimes we got people rolling up on
Karens,
Yeah,
beach Karens.
Yeah, it's a shark. Where'd you catch that shark? First sandbar. Go get it. Yeah. But other than that, man, and generally they see what we're doing and who we are, and we don't advertise too big either. So like you'll see our flag up, but we're pretty. What I try to do versus what we see, some other stuff that we've seen for like big veteran events in the community, maybe once a year, is we actually just try to close it off. Because while I love people coming in and seeing what we do, this is for them and not for everybody else.
Right.
And we cap our participants at 5 because I want them to have a good one-to-one relationship with myself or my other guides that are out there, because that's what they're there for. They're there for the community aspect and to get on a fish. I mean, without a doubt. But our model goes to adventure, to connect and recover, because a lot of them could be dealing with a health issue or a mental health issue, which we won't disclose. But the reset, right? So yeah, man. And that's super important.
It's like a reset.
Yeah.
So it's awesome that you've been doing this, man. You had some great success, and like I said, you've become part of me and Lukey's fam. So
yeah, man,
I love it. Here's another group. Are these all the guides?
Yeah, that's most of them. We're missing a couple. Well, guys that are in training. So the guy on the left, Trace, is he's fixing to get out of the Army, and he's jumped into this. And then Gary, the 2 next to Glenn. So Glenn's in the middle. And Glenn's wearing the tiger shirt because he's the one that was that 2 years ago. He caught that 12.5 tiger down on Padre on one of the trips. No, I was not on it. I was. So he's got the only shirt like that. But other than that, Casey and Gary, the ones on either side of Glenn, are they were the first set that came in and really wanted to learn. They're both current Leos and prior service. Gary was a Navy veteran, and Casey's a Marine veteran. So that's how we got along. And then next to me on the far right's Garrett. Garrett came on about 3 years ago, and we just can't get rid of anybody once they're into it, And the cool thing is like they want to get in the surf with the participants, like in the guests. Like they want, hey, if they don't want to grab a line, like we'll get them on a line. If not, to go surf cast something, get them, help us set weights, get up on the tower on the trailer or on Glenn's rig and be like, hey, this is how we do it, And if you screw it up, I don't care. I mean, I got we spent a whole weekend grilling food and making weights. So if we lose them, I don't care. Like, the idea is to get them into what we're doing and to learn
Yes,
what we're
sir.
doing. So, but oh yeah. So, we support this in many different ways. We are grant recipients, but we do community events too. And because we pay for everything, up into including the mileage when we can afford it. So if they need to drive down, but it's expensive to get the shit, I might just pass like 450, 415 a gallon right here. And so we pay for the house, we pay for the travel for them to get down there, depending where they come from, or we have an offset for that. All the food is done by us. Everything. The only thing they need to bring is clothes. And so events like this, like our crawfish boil that we have, at Project Halo Brewing, which is also veteran owned, that's going to be over in Fulcher. We're running that Saturday from I want to say 11 to whenever we sell out. We got 600 pounds that we're going to be boiling. We sold out last year. We did 142 tickets. Yeah, man, not too bad. It's $40 all you can eat. Price has gone up a little bit. It was $35 last year, but I mean, you could throw down crawfish. You could throw down crawfish. And then we'll have burgers on the side for like $15. So if you're not into crawfish, we'll have burgers and dogs that we'll have on the grill. All the drinks are sold inside to support that business as well. So again, you're not only supporting an organization, but you're supporting a veteran-owned brewery right over in Fulcher as well. So we try to keep it in the family. And I don't know if we have any raffle items. We might be raffling a gift card to it, or not raffling, but doing squares to a gift card for a charter, like $20 a square. We might. I gotta finalize that. It just this kind of snuck up on me, man. We've been the season.
Yeah, it's been a lot. You've been doing a lot, man, lately. So,
hell yeah.
But so guys, I mean, $40 all you can eat crawfish Saturday. It's this Saturday, 11 a.m. until sold out. And it's also gets you some drink on, supporting another veteran-owned group, and so yeah. I'm excited. I'm doing everything I can to be there. I've been talking to my boss and be like, hey, I need you to let me go at a certain time.
Yeah. But we'll be there. We sold out last year. We ran 11 to, I think it was 5:30. We sold out, so it wasn't too bad. I mean, we ran 6.5. We were there at 8, starting to cook. But yeah, we're a little. There'll be about 5 or 6 of us there volunteering this year. I think last year we had a bigger team, but man, it's just. It just kind of snuck up on us.
Stuck up, yeah. I understand.
But, yeah. So, man, I appreciate you letting me jump on. I know you got more to go on with the show. So,
yes, sir.
Just talking about what we do, and then any other updates, man, I'll just send your way because getting more people to know about who we are and what we're doing.
Yeah, please. We love supporting groups, and we love what you do, and so I'm super excited to see what you continue doing, and hopefully I'm super excited to. I'm gonna make some of those beach trips, so I gotta get down there. So
and we need another tower out there. We got the trailer, and if Glenn shows up, but Glenn's handing on, he's like, man, these guys have learned so much. He doesn't feel the responsibility to get somebody on a chart, so he's let off the pressure, so he can kind of just sit back. But, always fishing another spare set of lines is great, man.
That sounds good to me. I mean, I'll just pull up my truck. Y'all can use the rack, and I'll just sit down and relax.
Go for it. We know what we're doing by now. Sometimes.
Yes, sir, yeah. But all right, man. Well, dude, it's really good talking to you. I hope to see you Saturday. Guys, like I said, come support the group. Great group of guys. They've really gotten huge in our community, and awesome group of guys with the awesome mission. So. All right, man. Well, I'll see you.
Saturday. You will.
I'm gonna do everything I can to. I'm at least gonna come by. No matter what, I'm coming by. So
absolutely, man. I look forward to seeing you again, man. We haven't been face to face in a few months, so
it's been a while. Yeah. So, but all right, man. I'll see you Saturday. Thank you for coming on. And
man.
Let's roll.
Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, thank you.
All right, sir.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right. Man, that was Project Zero. Great group of guys. They've really come into their own thing, and they've just really jumped into, and it helps a lot. So, with some vets. All right. Now, we're moving kind of in a different direction now. We got a brother from another mother, I guess you could say. Our Florida boys. They've been doing a lot of crazy things in Florida. And a lot of us Texas fishermen, we go to Florida, we go down there, we fish, because these guys in Florida have it so much easier than us. And it's just, shark fishing in general is just easier in Florida. So, it is what it is. But he's smiling at me. I can see him in the background smiling at me. But now, so we're going to talk a little bit about what's been going on in Florida. Just because Dion, I do think they do a pin strip here and there. They definitely go down south. I don't remember when, but they do. But I'll let you know. And but yeah, if let's bring on Mr. Florida boy himself, and let's talk about what's been going on out there, and just what hopefully we're not going to see in Texas, because people have it their way. It will come everywhere, but we'll see. My man, Chris Delicious.
Ty, my brother.
What's up, dude?
What's happening, dude?
Oh, just chilling, fishing the
Yeah.
hard way, not that
Yeah,
Florida life easy way.
Yeah, we got it. They just jump right in the backyard. We don't even got to go to the beach.
Nah, man, y'all put in the work down there. And so, man, talk about like what's kind of been going on in Florida. I know a lot of Texas boys have seen it already, and they already know kind of what's happening. But just talk about really what's been going on, and the amazing strides y'all just recently made in the past, I think, like what, 2-3 days?
Yeah. Just on Monday, it's crazy. So they shark fishing bans have been popping up in different counties and different areas for like the past year, maybe 2 years, even 3 years, some places, and it's just spreading and spreading. And it hit an area of Marco Island on the west coast. And I don't know if you guys probably know, well, if anybody that's been in tune with the situation, they know Dave Boggs over there runs Marco Island Sharks. And he also is a internet personality. He's got a social media following and
He's
stuff.
definitely, yeah, he definitely is that. He's definitely a
Yeah.
personality.
Yeah. So the combination of him having some sort of, influence on social media and having attention versus, him just shark fishing, it rubs somebody the wrong way on some level, and they try to implement a ban over there. And at first, what happened was it started off as a shark fishing ban, and it started off as just, we don't like shark fishing, we don't like what you do, we essentially don't like you, and we want to ban shark fishing. Well, they wrote up the ordinance, the proposal for the ordinance. They came and basically everybody said, we can't do that. We're not going to do that. And almost immediately they pivoted to, okay, well, what about sea turtles? Can't we stop them somehow coming up on sea turtle season? We can at least put a pin in it for 6 months and turn this into a Sea Turtle Protection Act. And by doing that, they got some of the board members to go along with it because everybody loves a sea turtle. So they played on that, sympathy card. But essentially, it was a shark fishing ban decorated as a sea turtle ban.
Man, yeah.
But then she even overreached to the point where she wanted no fishing at all from the hours of 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. for 6 months. Their sea turtle season is 6 months out of the year. So for 6 months out of the year, no fishing off of any beach in Marco Island from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. And if you wanted to get in groups larger than 9 people, you need to pull and pay for a permit. Yeah, right.
Okay.
Right? So see you later, 4th of July. You want to go get shells or do yoga, any of that stuff? Nope. Sorry, you need a permit now.
That's
So,
a joke, man.
Yeah, man. So that got passed to a second reading, which I don't know if you know the procedure, but basically it goes second reading, and then if it gets approved for the second reading, it becomes an official ordinance. So, but between all the hard work for everybody involved, Dave, myself, all the folks over in Marco Island, and everybody that put in effort and time and wrote letters and emails, reaching out to city officials, getting attorneys involved, drafting up letters, having companies get involved. it basically, they came down to the point where we had so much pushback from the community for government overreach that it didn't pass the second reading, and they shot it down completely. No votes. And they didn't even get halfway through the meeting, and the lady said, "Can we just pull a numbers and see who's actually still interested in this?" And everybody said, "Not me, not me, not me, not me." And she said, "Well, I withdraw my ordinance then," and that was it, dead right there. And that's just from us as a community, as shark fishermen, as just people who don't want government overreach, just pushing back and saying, "No, you have no authority to do that." Not sure how it is in Texas, but in Florida, FWC regulates all fishing activities. They're the final
Oh yeah, we
word.
got Texas Parks and Wildlife. So
Yeah, yeah. And they showed up at the meeting and went to bat for us, wrote a letter and saying, basically, stay in your lane. You don't have any right to have any jurisdiction over when and where these guys fish and how they fish. So we basically took that, started running with the ball, and now we have the ball rolling in a ban that they put in earlier in the year in Miami Beach.
Miami Beach. Yep.
Yep, that's about to get overturned any day. I spoke to the mayor of Miami Beach actually this morning, and him and his team are actively working on not just amending it, abolishing it. And then another area, Martin County, which is kind of like South Florida,
Okay.
big fishing area. Same exact thing. They put a ban in last year, restricting areas you can and can't fish. We just cited the FWC letter that they wrote and what happened in Marco Island, and everybody's just kind of backing off. Whoa, whoa, whoa! They basically they don't want to get involved in litigation for stepping out of bounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a huge win for us as a shark fishing community, and it's a good precedence to set forward to set the bar.
And so, the scary thing is that we call it, Dinosaur Land or whatever you want to call it, Penn's Padre Island National Seashore. And so what scares me with our area is that is one of the biggest sea turtles places here in Texas. And, there's been back and forth saying that we hurt, or we hurt that. And so I've been waiting for the day that they come out and say, hey, no more driving on pins, blah, 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 this reason and everything else, or from this mile marker to this mile marker or whatever. And just to see that y'all were able to come together and fight that and win that. Now, of course, it is a national seashore, so it's going to be a federal fight on our side. Right. But it's going to be interesting. But it's just nice to see wins. Y'all did amazing work. Yeah, it's not often, right? It's hard to win against the government these days in general, and so especially when it comes to fishing. But the fact that FWC came down and supported y'all and backed y'all up, I love that. And just general, that was amazing. Cool.
And basically, we supported it with facts, right? And we said that last year was the highest hatchling survival, known survival rate ever in that area. FWC came out with facts about the sea. Everybody's talking about sea turtles with no facts. FWC said Marco Island has one of the smallest population of sea turtle nesting sites in all of Florida. What are you talking about? They said there's more. There was, I think, I could be wrong, but I think they said there was 8 documented turnarounds that they witnessed last year, and almost all of them, if not 100% of them, was due to condo or hotel lighting, not fisherman lighting. It has nothing to do with fishermen. And
right, exactly, right.
Yeah, and it's just basically it came down to, and the other commissioners, they all kind of said the same thing. They said we have laws in place already. We don't need more laws. FWC has guidelines. And if they're not following the guidelines, we need to enforce those guidelines, not write new guidelines to enforce the guidelines that are already there.
Right.
Same thing with shark fishing and handling, shark fishing handling and all that kind of stuff and regulations. It's already there. And to try to make new law for something that's already there, and whether or not it's enforced properly, I'm not the judge of that. But if the laws are there, the rules are there, it's up to FWC to enforce what's already there. We don't need new laws to tell us what to do.
And I mean, I know for a fact that y'all's shark fishing community in Florida is just like ours. We got division everywhere. Everyone's got their cliques, and it's like a high school. Basically, I look at shark fishing communities as high schools. It's like you got your little cliques. We all got the drama. We all hate each other. We all love each other. This guy's really cool. He's like the cool dude. This guy's a lame dude type thing. But it's really cool just to see all y'all come together, and just put the work in, and y'all did it.
Yeah.
So good job. Put the
At the end of
differences
the day,
aside.
it's pushing the ball forward. That's all it is. We don't have to agree on tactics. We don't have to agree on fishing methods. We don't have to agree on how we even go about trying to fight against, the overreach. It's just at the end of the day, whatever you do, contribute. Whatever I do, contribute. Whatever that guy does, contribute. As long as everybody's contributing in some way and pushing the ball forward, then whatever, point fingers later. But at the end of the day, it's all about fishing. I tell everybody it's the best sport in the world, but the worst community ever.
I feel you, man. I feel you. But all right, man. Well, congratulations, dude. I plan on coming to see y'all at some point in time whenever my wife lets me come down to Florida. She's been holding me back for a couple of years, but eventually I'm going to come down there during y'all's crazy fishing season. I'm going to come hang out and let y'all teach me something.
Yeah, dude, anytime. And I just want to say, he catches a lot of heat for this or that, but Dave Boggs, he did an amazing job. He dedicated the last 4 months, every waking moment of his life to this, which, I mean, it's his back door, it's his backyard, it's his livelihood and everything else. So he put so much effort into it and caught so much scrutiny and crap over everything in the world and being dragged through the mud for this or that. And, strictly for the, his right to fish.
So I can't speak on the man because I don't know him personally, never talked to him, but I can say this. He went at it. He didn't hide from it. He definitely was very public about it, and he said, "You know what? Let's go." So you got to respect him for that at least, and they got it done. I mean, there's nothing you can say bad about it. No. But so hey, man, like I said, brother from another mother. You're on the other side of the ocean, but I appreciate you, dude, coming on, man. And also, guys, Chris, look on his Facebook, guys. He posts all the time on ways to email. And just FYI, just because we don't live in Florida, we can definitely support that. Because like I said, a lot of Texas shark fishermen go to Florida to go catch some big boys. And, so support them. Support our guys.
Hopefully Texas never has to go deal with anything similar to this. I know that y'all dealt with something kind of similar with the drone situation last year, which led some parallels to where we're at here with the fishing, and it made me think of that instantly, that whole situation. So, but yeah, to your point, if anybody knows of any areas, I'm personally, and I know I have a team of guys, and there's other teams of guys working together to try to abolish any of the rules that are out there they're essentially not legal. They can't be enforceable, and they're just asking for a lawsuit. So if anybody knows any areas in Florida where it's currently banned or there's restrictions, gear restrictions, anything like that, reach out to me on any social, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. And I'll see what I can do to help you, at least get you a template, and we'll start the process and see where it goes.
Awesome. Well, I do appreciate you, man. I know that I know that you helped out with the whole drone thing here with us, and you were big into that. Also, I'm ready to see us go fight the upper coast. The northern boys. I'm ready to see wins over there, because that's where this all began. Is way up north. They were like, ban this, and then the next thing you know, ban this. So I'm ready to see some wins where it all started, but I don't know if they have a big enough community to actually make a change. But Texas, Florida definitely does, and maybe we could throw some heat in there on them. But
I'm ready. Put me in, coach. I'm ready. Put me in.
I'd like to see it, dude. Like, Dennis. I'd like to see some changes up north where Dennis is at and everything. But I think if we all came together, just put our differences aside, and was productive on it and not negative towards it, we can all hate each other, tomorrow, but let's win some things. Let's kick some butt. Let's win some things, and we can all start the Facebook drama, talking crap about each other on Facebook another day or the next day or whatever. But
at the end of the day, we all got one common thing in practice. We all love shark fishing.
Yeah,
how we
we're
do
all,
it, where we do it, it's all the same. Is we all love
exactly. We just, it's some people do some things, some people don't do some things. It's all it is, and so, and that's what Texas Shark Radio is all about. So I'm glad that I could bring you on here, man, and I'm glad that like I said, go to Chris's Facebook. Also, his YouTube. He does some great YouTube comment or videos. He's been dabbling in it. And then, but yeah, y'all go check out his Facebook. He posts daily on there about how to support and ways to support to get these bans overturned. And so, y'all go check him out. All right.
I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. We talk all the time. I'm sure we'll be talking tomorrow or tonight. Anyway, so I'll see you later, dog.
Definitely, buddy. I appreciate you having me on.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
See ya.
All right, guys. So, no, as a shark fishing community in general, we got to protect what we love to do. It's just how it is. Whether you like the person next to you or not, in the end, it's just one more voice to fight with. So, but sorry, guys. I haven't been reading. Joe, I saw your comment, Joe. And hey, what's up, dude? Travis, you did pick the right to watch. Thomas, what it do? Roger, how is it with the drones in Florida? Roger, there was never an issue with drones in Florida. So there are some places that I'm sure do it, but I don't even know. You have to talk to Chris about that. But I doubt from what I understand or heard, there is no issues with drones in Florida. That was just a Texas Parks and Wildlife thing, and it is what it is. But I'm still I'm droning, so I ain't scared. How's a seaweed? From what I've seen and heard is that we got a lot of seaweed still coming offshore. So for the foreseeable future, seaweed's gonna probably be big bad. You're gonna have waves here and there. It is what the seaweed is a fight. You're gonna have days where you're gonna be able to get over the seaweed, and you're not gonna even have to worry about it. It's all about whether or not you can fight through it. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad Saturday. It cleared up on Sunday. It pushed in hard, I'm assuming Saturday night, and then it calmed down Sunday until the next wave, is going to come in, and the next wave has hit. So it is what it is. We got a lot of offshore weed coming in. It happens every year. It just depends on how bad it's going to be and how long it's going to last. Any 10-foot plus caught up your way? That's a no. I'm just gonna say no. I'm just gonna say no, and that's all I gotta say. It's not my place to say if something did happen or did not happen. Who else said things? I saw something about a leader. I know, Lucas, I owe you a leader still. Dion, I already read that. All American, LBSF. Yeah, Alex, it's pretty nasty out there right now. Raphael, it changes every year, man. Sometimes we get really, really bad blooms, and it can be bad for months. Sometimes it lasts a few weeks. It just all depends on currents and everything else. Sometimes we have a lot of seaweed that gets washed up on the beach, and then the next thing you know, it all gets washed out back into the ocean. So it just all depends, man. There's a lot of factors that go into that, but it's going to be just a weekly basis type of thing, and it's going to be a daily type of thing. Is the wave in all the way? Is it fishable? Is it, if you do it the right way, is it just sitting in the wade guts, and can you get over the top of it? There's 100 different ways to fight the seaweed. Also, there's several different places on the Texas coast. So Surfside might be clear in the morning, and then they get hammered, and Bolivar might be cleared in the afternoon. It's just is what it is. You got to pick up, move. There is an app, yeah. I forgot what it was. I think I have. There is apps though that there are websites that do track it, that you'll be able to see and look at it. Look it up on Google. It's posted on OnlyPans. Yeah. Yeah. Carlos TSM. Okay. So there you go. So you can go to Carlos's Facebook. Texas Surf Masters, my boys. Yeah, I got my line and my 50 wide from Tightline. I'm all set up again for this year. I got the XPC Bear rocking and rolling again. Dude, I'll tell you what though. I think there is a big difference between the XPC Bear and the normal XPC, or with the camera and everything. I don't know why. I feel like it just smokes. It moves. But that's just me. Maybe it's just been a while. I think Carlos is. Oh yeah, and guys, don't forget that our long distance casters, our fam, is headed to Italy right now. I think it's Italy. I don't see it, but I'm sure it's there somewhere. Josh. Um. Call me back, by the way, Josh. But all right. They leave out Friday? I thought they left out today. I don't remember when. Oh, remember when? I have to call Aaron and figure that out. When they leave. They're headed out though. All right, guys. I mean, it was a great show. We had two different styles come on. We had some good, and then we had a different kind of good. That's all I got about all I got to say. Really and truly, we Carlos told me Sunday, but I'm old and forgot. You are old, Alan. You are an old man now. Time for you to retire. Joe just got 6 new Surfmaster sand spikes. Man, I can't tell you how many Surfmaster sand spikes I have in my garage. Like, it's getting to the point to where like I just need to, like, if I see a kid struggling on the beach with a freaking pipe or PVC, hey man, here you go. Let me save you some heartache, right? All right, well, good show. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Mr. Gonzalez. I'm starving, dudes. I don't know why I'm so hungry. I feel fat. I ate a pretty big lunch. I had some street tacos. But yeah. It's supposed to storm all week, isn't it? Weekend? It's supposed to storm, guys? Does anybody know if that's changed? Is it gonna get better? We have another cold. Is it another cold front? No, it's not. It's just a storm coming in. So it's supposed to rain Thursday, Friday, Saturday, sunny Sunday, rain Monday. I don't know. That's just in Galveston. I don't know where that's everywhere. But you know how that changes. Freeport, same thing. Yeah. Corpus Christi, same thing. Supposed to be storming Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Of course. Hungry from carrying the show. Nah, man. My partner, he might be in the background, but he does a lot for me. Oh yeah, Raphael, you're welcome, dude. I don't know if it helped, but I'm glad I could help out. Glad I could help out. I'm booked. They want to go anyhow. There you go. I mean, the fish are already wet, right, Captain? Bobby Ha? Right, Bobby? Fish are already wet. Who cares if they get more wet? All right, guys. Man, there's always hate and everything else, but just remember that even throughout all the hate, that we can band together and do some amazing things when you really put your mind to it. And that's what I really wanted to get down to. What's up, Marco Island Sharks? Um, but so the guys over there in Florida, Marco Island Sharks, Chris, even Mr. Travis, or Spencer Wonder, not Travis, but Spencer Wonder, and all those guys over there. You might not agree with them. You might dislike some of them. It's okay. They did some amazing things. It is, they did it. So congratulations to our Florida brothers. And hopefully in Texas, we won't ever have that issue. We won't have to deal with something like that. And hopefully when it comes, Texas boys can band together. And I'm sure the Florida boys would love to jump in and help with that too. Don't forget though that we can support our guys by sending emails and text messages as well over there in Florida, because it just sets a precedent that is scary. If they can ban it over there, why can't they ban it here? So that's a really close to home for us. But I appreciate you, Marco Island Sharks. But all right, guys, that's it for me. I'm gonna go hang out with my fam. I know it was later to this week. I was so busy Monday, Tuesday, couldn't swing it. I was fishing Sunday, and I'm gonna go fishing. So, but I'm gonna keep the podcast going. It just depends on. Yeah, we would love to see some clarity on it, Joe. But it is what it is. We'll see we'll continue to sit and watch, and we've done. I don't know what else we can do on that, but they said that they weren't enforcing it, so we'll see how that goes. We'll wait for them to make a mistake and actually enforce something one day, and then we'll have to take that to court. So when it comes down to that, we'll see what happens. But that's about the only way I think we'll get clarity for a while, is if they actually write somebody a ticket for drone use on a public beach, and then we'll just have to band together, support that person, and fight the ticket, and then that's how we'll get clarity on the whole thing. Not enforced and legal are different. I agree, Joe. So it'd be great to get clarity from Texas Parks and Wildlife, but as of right now, they're standing on the whole point of we're not enforcing it, but it is illegal. So we'll see what comes of it. What's up? Laws change on September 1st. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I guess we'll have to wait on September 1st to see what happens. Send it anyways. That's what I'm saying, Joe. I'm over this. I'm over hiding from any of this. Seemed legal to me the other day. Yeah, I mean, me and Anthony were on the beach. Me and him were both flying drones. Game warden pulled up on us. Didn't say a word about it. and shook our hand, talked to us for a little while, talked to us about shark fishing, and then drove off. So that has been mostly my experience. Yeah. Yeah, Sergio, I know. We'll see. I honestly kind of do like Wednesday, but we'll see what goes on. Because Lukey had an issue with Wednesday. He said no to Wednesday, so we'll have to see where we stand on that. By changing the term, that's true. It is. We are just dropping baits with drones. That is it. But so yeah, if anybody needs anything XPC wise, hit me up. I'm opening that back up. And so yeah, it is what it is. Anybody wants an XPC or would like some batteries or anything else like that, come talk to me, and I'll get you taken care of. But that's all there is to it. The websites I've been working on the website. That should be up and running again here very soon, and we'll be shipping things again. She did. We'll be shipping things again and everything else. Or I'm gonna open up the store and do that. Hopefully get some shirts in here soon. Shirts will be on the website. There'll be limited stock. It is first come, first serve, of course. And then start talking about the tournament more. So we'll be throwing tournament in. We've had some great sponsors come in, and they're gonna already some awesome hard hitting sponsors. When are we going fishing, Travis? Whenever you want, dude. You hit me up. We'll talk about it. But all right, I'm getting out of here. Stop dragging this along, guys. It's time for me to shut up and get up. All right, boys and girls, and the shark fishing community. Y'all stay safe out there. Tight lines. Hopefully, you catch something big. And if you don't, learn how to fish.